Kendrick, I guess, how do you bounce back? I mean, obviously, there were parts of the game that were good, but how do you bounce back and improve, I guess?
I mean, you have that bad mouth taste in your mouth, so you just go back to the drawing boards. See what you can improve on, and not feel bad. Get the truth out of it. Whatever was bad, it was bad. Whatever is good is good, and just get back to the drawing board, get back to practice, and figure those things out.
I think that's something that Coach kind of talked about on Saturday was putting like hoping that this was it for all the bad that maybe we saw over the weekend. Like, how do you guys bounce back, and how have you seen the bounce back these first 2 days?
Actions. I'll say actions. We all got a lot of the right things to say, the right words to say, but actions. Putting it on tape, putting on who's staying after practice, who's out here before practice, how early. Who's getting more film in. So stuff like that. I'll say actions is the way we'll be moving forward.
For you to be back healthy, how good did it feel to be back out there and you got the strip sack too?
It felt good, playing with the guys. It was my first game back. The stadium, the fans was electric, so it was good.
How good is it to maybe have Carl back, at least practicing, and maybe a little bit back more in the mix this week?
Oh, it's great. Carl's a great person, a great player. I was kind of in his shoes last year, so I know the things he was going through. He's a hard worker, and he's going to be okay, and I'm glad to have him back.
Looking at that game, what was kind of like the team consensus on the biggest thing that needs to change going into week 2?
Accountability, I would say. When plays come up, be accountable for that. Oh, that was my fault, or speaking up, not letting coach, hey, who was this, or what happened on this play. A person, if they're knowing they messed up, hey, yeah, I'm the one that messed up, I'll get my stuff together.
After seeing Jackson Arnold kind of scramble a ton, is that going to help y'all with Kevin Jennings this week with SMU?
Yes, for sure. I think they're very two different runners, but it for sure will help us out and give us more things to put in to stop the run.
Is all those RPOs that Auburn runs, because that kind of going to help y'all prepare for the rest of the season with what y'all see?
Yes, by far. Auburn does a lot of RPO stuff. Some stuff is kind of tricky, so it'll by far it'll help us in the long run.
How does the defense pick up the slack if Jackie can't go?
Doing extra. We need extra more from everybody. Need more from me, Devin Bobby, the D-line, just everybody. If you think you're going 100, we need 110.
Looking ahead to this week, how big of a win would that be for you guys if you could go on the road, and how much have you maybe talked about that, kind of bringing that confidence back into the locker room?
I think the confidence hasn't left. Confidence is there. As far as getting the win, we need to win because we just put one to bed the last game. We're not more so looking at who the opponent or the ranking or not. We just need a win, and we're hungry for a win right now. So it's very important, and it will be a very huge win for this program and this team.
Some of the missed tackles and stuff that happened against Auburn, are those fixable for y'all, and what are you doing to kind of correct some of those mistakes?
Most definitely, they are all fixable, and just getting more after. In practice, if we're 7-on-7, it's tag off periods, trying to go full speed until it's a tag off. Just running different angles, different stuff, like getting it throughout practice to where some tag tempos, trying to still get those tackling mechanics going down.
Y'all been playing against them all fall camp, but how good was it to see the receivers go off against Auburn's secondary?
It was great. We've been practicing against them guys all off season. They helped us get better, but it was good to see them going and put out that hard work that they've been doing all off season.
Kobe, how did that first touchdown feel? I know obviously the game didn't turn out, but how did that moment feel for you getting your first touchdown with Baylor?
I felt good. I'm just grateful. It was a busted coverage, just like we looked at it in film before we went into the game. It was just how we drew it up, so I'm grateful.
Did it mean any more coming against Auburn? I know you said you didn't really have any hate, but yeah.
I mean, you could say that. I mean, it's just I'm grateful that Sawyer threw it to me and it worked out the way we thought it was gonna work out.
A win like that, do you almost have to just relax because you're out there by yourself, the ball's in the air? Do you just have to kind of relax a little bit?
Like during the play?
Yeah, during the play, like it's coming. What is your reaction? How do you treat that, I guess?
It's kind of like the preparation. Like during the week, we've repped that same play multiple times, so it's just being confident in your preparation that you go out there and won't be no different in practice.
As a receiver room, how much confidence did y'all gain just being able to play really well against Auburn?
I think we all knew before going into the game what we could do, and I think all the receivers could agree that we could have did even more, I'm saying, as a whole, I'm saying, whether it's blocking, even catching more balls. I think nobody's really complacent the performance that we had. I mean, obviously we had a little bit of success, but I feel like we haven't really seen what we can really do yet.
And as y'all continue to clean things up, like, do you think this can be a really good offense toward the top of the conference?
I think not only a really good offense, but I think we can have just a good team. You know, I think that even though we lost, you know, we showed a lot of potential as a team of what we could be moving forward.
How does Michael Trigg on the in the middle of the field open up things for y'all?
I mean, a lot. You know, obviously Trey's a versatile player, tight end, receiver, but everybody in that room really is all consistent. And they show up to work every day and they give us their all. And I'm just grateful for all the tight ends we have.
What's kind of the team feeling like heading on the road for the first time this year, going against SMU?
I think everybody's just ready. You know, first away game of the season, so we're just ready to put the work that we're about to put in this week, you know, all on full display.
What do you feel the biggest change that needs to happen for this team from week 1 going into week 2?
I think we prepare hard for Auburn, and I don't think that nobody really relaxed during the week. Obviously, we made some mistakes that kind of cost us during the game, but I think just sticking to the plan Aranda has for us and coming to work every day and giving it our all, we'll be all right.
How much can help
What do you
y'all?
see from SMU's defense in terms? I know they returned a couple interceptions for touchdowns. What do you see from those guys?
Well, they're a good group of guys. You know, they got some athletic guys. They're very talented, but like I said, we just got to prepare this week and make sure we're focused and locked in and worried about us, and I think we'll get the job done.
How much can it help playing an opponent like Auburn right out of the gate, so you can have a good barometer of where you guys are at?
You said say that again?
Like playing Auburn right out of the gate, how much does that help y'all kind of playing a good opponent like that?
Whether it was Auburn, anybody, really just getting out there, getting our feet wet for that first game was just really great for us. I mean, like I said, there ain't no different than no other team. We're just showing up this week and giving it our all, and we'll be all right.
Going forward on 4th down, like y'all did during that game, do you like that aggressive mentality? Does it give y'all confidence in the offense when y'all go for it like that?
You know, I just kind of do what coach tells me to do. You know, I don't really control what play is being called on what down. I'm just, whatever the mindset of coach is, you know, if he wants to go for it on 4th down, I'm 110% in, as well as the other guys 110% in. So that's really the mindset.
Good job. You almost got 200. As a newcomer to this team, how important was Michael Trigg getting you up to speed with kind of what the pass catchers do and kind of getting you up to speed with the team?
I kind of talked to Mike my first day here. He kind of let me know that, you know, this is a passing offense as well as running offense. You know, we got good running backs, good receivers, so if we're going to throw it around, we're going to run it as well. So Trigg's been a big help.
How would you describe his personality?
Trigg, he a funny guy, real funny guy. You know, it's Trigg. You know, he referred to himself in third person sometimes. It made me laugh, but that's just the confidence he has, and I'm all for it.
When you look towards the run game, maybe getting a little bit more back to that this week. Have you guys focused on that? Maybe a more balanced attack than, you know, a career high for Sawyer throwing the ball?
I mean, like I said earlier, you know, I'm just, whatever the game plan is, I'm just trying to execute it to the best ability I can to help my team.
Was that explosion from Cole Wilson expected? Is that something that surprised you at all?
Not surprised at all. You know, he's done that since he first got here in the spring. You know, we already know what Cole can do, and he can do even more. You know, he'll tell you himself, but he played great, and I expect him to keep playing the same way, if not better.
Since he walked away, what's it been like being coached by Coach Baker and just, you know, his energy and everything?
It's really a blessing, you know, just because you can't get relaxed. You know, he keep you on your toes, always making sure that we're improving. You know, no complacency in the room. So I'm just blessed and thankful for him.